So I have some cool stories, and I'm getting to this because the whole moral of the story that I want to point out for this episode is that it's important to keep your whether it's you own a business, you own rights to your music, you wrote a
Because
song.
their
Yeah.
estate's probably like Michael Jackson's estate probably it's still making money from Chris Brown
Yes.
doing this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it
For
has to
sure.
get cleared and stuff by the record studio and the yeah, all of that stuff. It's gotta get cleared.
So it's important, like you said, to have an estate plan to make sure, like, your children, obviously, Michael Jackson's no longer with us. So he wanted to make sure his family can still live off of his success that he's had.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about Michael Jackson that I did not know, I mean, think about this. How many times do you think people use his song sample covered? I'm pretty sure so many
Thousands.
people. There
Yeah.
are probably over 4,000 times that people have used his music throughout his career. But what he did is he created a music publishing company called Jack. It's M-I from Michael and then Jack from Jackson. So Jack Music. So it's a publishing company that he founded back in 1980. So he owns the rights to his music and publishing 100%. So what he did was he sold his music. So what's called a catalog.
He was really smart. I've seen some
Mhm.
clips of him talking about this process and like the things to do with his music and his royalties and the
Mhm.
ownership. He was really smart about that.
Yes.
He was.
So regarding, the royalties, the residuals, income generated from the samples, the Jackson estate manages these rights through the Jack Music that he founded, and in which encompasses his own compositions and songs by other artists. So, and then back in February 2024, Sony Music acquired 50% stake in Jack Music for approximately 600 million.
Sony.
Yes.
They
So
bought it out.
Sony owns a lot of artists' catalogs that you would
Yeah.
never think of.
Yeah.
But that's how like streaming and that's
So
how
does
all that work.
there's another big one that owns a lot of people's. Is it Universal? Is that what it is? Universal? Is that the one
Probably.
that they
I think
own?
so too.
There's
Hmm.
the big ones like that. There's stuff like that, and they own a lot of stuff. And I
Yeah.
had no clue.
So they acquire 50% of it, which the value of the catalog is at over 1.2 billion from Michael Jackson's music alone. So yeah. So obviously he set his family up right to make sure they can still, collect the checks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these kids never probably have to work a day in the
Nope.
life. Grandkids, anything. So you will wonder, or maybe not. I wondered how long these rights last for. Do you have any idea how long it will last? Like meaning, like when does it expire?
I have a guess. Before they become like
I
public
think
property,
Correct.
99 years.
So there's two ways. So the copyright for songs and composition and lyrics and melody in US and many other countries too, it's the life of author plus 70 years. So if you live up into 80, you get 70 years plus, and it won't run out until then.
7 or 70.
70. So it's a really, really long time.
So you only get that for like 2 decades. Two like
Centuries.
Mhm.
yeah.
So for recordings, that's called master rights, is typically 95 years from the year of publication. So if you recorded it in 1978, then you get 95 years after that publication, or released, sorry. If you released it in 1978, you get 95 years after that.
Why is it not like permanent?
That I don't know. I don't know why it's not permanent. So
Does that make it so that it opens up the market for other people later
To
on down
buy
the
it.
line rather than having one person that can just dominate?
yeah. So like things like song like Happy Birthday, it's a public domain. Nobody owns Happy Birthday. I believe, fact check me, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that. There's some other people who it's public domain, like Beethoven. All of his songs now are now public domain because it's been so many years. So anybody could use it with no charge. There's nobody that's attached to it.
It's public domain. Happy birthday.
Yeah. But imagine if it wasn't Happy Birthday. You would have to pay residuals. Whoever has that will make a bunch of money.
Mhm. Yeah.
So some other facts. Anybody who has purchased or sold completely their rights. Any guesses, or anybody who you would think that they probably have sold it?
Wait, you want me to guess artists that have
Mhm.
sold the rights to their music?
It's probably hard. Because these are like... Yeah, it's probably hard. Do you want me to just tell it?
I know Michael Jackson purchased
His
someone's.
own.
His
Oh,
own?
someone's.
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Hmm.
I didn't look that deep into that to see if he purchased somebody's.
What's her name? Miley.
No, I don't have her. So
Hannah
the
Montana.
so the
The
most...
Beatles.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Michael Jackson
yes,
purchased the
you're right.
Beatles.
Hmm. He purchased what is that? It's a word. He purchased some catalog,
Catalog?
but it included Beatles
Yeah.
music in there. Oh man, his family's just making money. His own plus somebody else's too. Thank you for watching another episode of Legal Lounge. If you enjoyed this episode, you can always give our office a call to schedule your free 30-minute consultation with one of our team members. Check the description below and give us a call today.